weather report, the biggest headlines for the North Connection is the battle that was fought today, which is being called the Battle of Wilderness. Has reported of roughly 2,245 casualties. Oh wait, my apologies. That number has climbed to 2,265 Union casualties, over 10,000 wounded.
Thanks, John, for that report. This tragic battle instigated by the South started on May 5th and only ended today, May 7th, and started with the two armies on either side of the Rapidan River. In Virginia, on the Confederate side, General Robert E. Lee defended his land against the Union General U.S. Grant's campaign against Richmond. Despite the statement, Grant's main goal was not to destroy Richmond, but to destroy Lee's army. The wilderness in which the battle took place did not work in either army's favor, as the ground caught fire easily.
The battle has been undecided of the winner, and though the Union has suffered much heavier losses in the South, totaling out to 17,500 killed, wounded, or kidnapped compared to the South's 7,500. The reason for this undecision winner is because even though Grant lost much more men on his side percentage-wise, the numbers were not nearly as significant on Grant's larger army to Lee's smaller army. Also, though Grant did surrender, unlike many of his other generals that had been admitted to retreat and gone back home to Washington, it is being reported that Grant will continue with his campaign despite the losses.
Here's some footage from the battle.
Look at this. You don't like this hick right here? Improper manners?
Tanigua! Get your black ass right here.
Uneducated? Sounding stupid? No, join the Union Army. There's a U in Union.
Thanks for keeping with us, our newest news anchor, John, who we are proud to say is the first African-American news reporter.
Here's Kevin's eyewitness account of running away from his plantation. While watching this, take notice of Mr. Bethune's courage.
This is Jonathan Bethune running away from my Fort River plantation. I am now going to be a real man. I will be considered as a white. I will be considered and have all the rights as a white person. I will have all of my rights in the North. That is where I'm headed. I'm running away from my former plantation. These white people make me work for them and make me do their work in the plantation. And then they treat me and beat me if I try to voice my opinion and talk. They treat me like animals. I know maybe I'm not as educated as them, but I sure am a person, and I know my rights, and I do not understand how someone can have the morality and moralness to really think that a black person, a Negro, is worse and not as much as a person as a white person. This is why I'm running away to the North, where I will be treated as a white person, and I will be given my rights to work and create a family just like I deserve. My name is Jonathan Bethune, and I'll make another video if I make it.
Former news reporter, James, had to leave, so we have a replacement to be Louise. Now, that was an amazing story, John.
Really, it's truly inspirational. Now, if you would please enlighten our viewers and remind them what made us enter this endless war in the first place.
Thank you, Louise. As most of you are aware, the main causes of the war are led back to the debate if slavery is morally correct or not. Now, coming from the perspective of a freed slave, I can honestly tell you that there's nothing morally right about enslaving a real human being. The work is too demanding, the abuse is a gruesome sight, and the conditions are filthy. Not just this though. Have you ever taken into consideration that we are the only country that still has slavery? This is an embarrassment to our country, which preaches freedom. Even Russia, which is such a backward country, has abolished serfdom. However, in the Southern culture, plantations owner find slavery a necessity to life to maintain their crops, export, and aristocratic society. Unlike here in the North, where we have machines to assist us in our hard labor instead of black people. Coming from the South and hearing the opinions of my former of the South became greatly defensive and afraid, almost of the abolishment of slavery, which is part of the reason that they resented the North president so much, since they thought their rights would be challenged. It is a twisted mindset, but obviously powerful enough, one that led into the South to secession after the inauguration of Abraham Lincoln. Especially since Lincoln was never the Southern ballot, never was on the Southern ballots. It greatly offended and enraged the South.
But we cannot let the South succeed. We are the United States of America, and we need to stay together according to our president. We need each other to depend off each other, economically speaking, and that is why we are fighting for the South to see sense. They also need to see that their slavery is wrong, and we simply cannot spread it to the West, which has such untaintedly impure land. The aftermath was quite destructive. As mentioned before, the battle was fought on very dry grass, which resulted in many devastating fires burning several hundred soldiers. Volunteer nurses beginning asked for help to help recover our fighting soldiers.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's Nightly News. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Stay safe and keep fighting.
There's a U in union.
Look at this queer in the back. Restart.
No, hurry up, just continue.
Disgusting! Look at that!
I don't care.
That
Restart.
wasn't even spit, that was like water.
Ready, Cena, go.
Can we sit down?
Guys, started.
She said go!
No, you said you can't do
No,
that.
I can't because my arms
Don't
don't
just
reach.
stand
Oh,
up
yeah.
and
Good
sit
job.
down and be like, I have
And then
never
you do
seen
the
it.
little
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the biggest headline. Wait.
Southern
I'm
accent!
accent.
Interesting information, John.
Cena.
We'll just start from there.
Move, yeah.
Let's start down there with the
No, Cena! It's already filming!
I know, you can cut the
My battery is gonna die! Yeah, you're the opposite of me. Move. Oh my god. Oh my god, the shoe!
Are you serious? Cena's actually scared. Cena's actually scared.
Oh, that's too fun.
Oh my god. This is a funny thing I've seen all day.
Move closer. Demo died.
Oh, did you see Cameron? He was like,
Oh my god.